Hi everyone, welcome to Maths class. Today we are going to revise lesson 2 whole numbers. In chapter 2 whole numbers, first of all we discuss about the whole numbers. What are whole numbers? We know the counting numbers which are called the natural numbers. Which are the natural numbers? Counting numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 etc. are known as natural numbers or counting numbers. Then when we add 0 to this collection of natural number, this number is known as whole numbers. The collection of such numbers are called whole numbers. Natural numbers along with the 0. Then when we discuss the predecessor of 1, we know the predecessor of 1 is 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 etc. are known as whole numbers. Then afterwards in this chapter here I am going to revise the properties of whole numbers. So next we can discuss the properties of whole numbers. Properties of whole numbers. Then there are some important properties in this chapter whole numbers. So first property is known as these are the properties of numbers. The first property is closure property. The first property is closure property. So dear students, you hear the term closure property. This is a new term for you. Is it so? Closure property. What is a closure property? We can add any two whole number. 15. Is it a whole number? Yes. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, etc. 10, 19, 20, etc. are whole numbers. 15 is a whole number. Can you suggest another whole number? 2. 15 plus 2, what we get? We get 17. It is also a whole number. When we add two whole number, we get another whole number. You can add some more whole number. 12 plus 10, 22. 22 is also a whole number. 17 is a whole number. When we add two whole number, we get another whole number. So we can say that whole numbers are closed under addition. So suppose we are having a bag. In this bag we put all the whole number 6, 7, 8 and all the round number. When we add any two whole number, we get another whole number which is in that bag. So we can say that whole numbers are closed under addition. So when we discuss what is the first property? Whole numbers are closed. Whole numbers are closed under addition. Under which operation we are doing? We are doing addition. When we add two whole number, we get another whole number. So that we can say that whole numbers are closed under addition. So after addition, which we studied subtraction. Okay, when we subtract two whole number, 5 minus 3, 2. It's a whole number. But when we check 3 minus 8, what we get? 3 minus 8. Can we subtract 8 from 3? No, it's not possible in case of whole numbers. So this is not possible. So when we subtract, when we do the operation subtraction on two whole numbers, we may or may not get whole number. So subtraction is not closed under, whole numbers are not closed under, whole numbers are not closed. It is not closed under which operation? Under the operation subtraction. Whole numbers are not closed under subtraction. Okay, then whole numbers are closed under addition. Whole numbers are not closed under subtraction. Now when we discuss about the multiplication. Multiplication, we can multiply any two whole number. 10 into 12, what we get? We get 120. It's also a whole number. Then 0 into 8, what we get? 0. 0 into 8 is equal to 0. Then when we multiply two whole number, we get another whole number. When we multiply two whole number, we get another whole number. So that we can say that whole numbers are closed under multiplication. So what we have to write? Whole numbers are whole numbers are closed. Whole numbers are closed under which operation? Closed under which one we are doing? Multiplication. Whole numbers are closed under multiplication. And which are four fundamental operations in mathematics? Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division are the four fundamental operations. So, whole numbers are closed under addition. Whole numbers are not closed under subtraction, but whole numbers are closed under multiplication. When we divide two whole number, 15 divided by 3, what is our answer? It is 5. It's a whole number, okay? But what about 3 divided by 15? 3 by 15, is it a whole number? No, it is not a whole number. So when we subtract the whole number, when we divide any two whole number, we may or may not get a whole number. So division, that means whole numbers are not closed under division. This property of whole number is known as closure property. What is closure property? When we add two whole number, we get another whole number. When we multiply two whole number, we get another whole number. So we can say that whole numbers are closed under addition and under multiplication. I think now you understood what is closure property. Okay, now let us move to the next property of whole numbers. Let us discuss the second property of whole numbers. The first property was closure property. The second property is known as commutative property. The second property is commutative property. That means we can add a whole number in any order. Order is not a problem. We can add whole numbers in any order. That means 3 plus 4. What we get? 3 plus 4, it is 7. What about 4 plus 3? 4 plus 3 is also 7. Then we can write 3 plus 4 is same as 4 plus 3. Isn't it? Like that, we can write 10 plus 8 is same as 8 plus 10. Then whatever be the order, the answer must be same. Okay? Then 3 plus 4 is 7. 4 plus 3 is also 7. Then 10 plus 8, 18. 8 plus 10 is also 18. So, this we can say that addition is commutative for whole numbers. How can we say? Addition is commutative. Addition is commutative. Addition is commutative for whole numbers. Addition is commutative for whole numbers. Addition is commutative. So when we take A and B are any two whole number. Instead of A and B, we can take any two whole number. Then A plus B is equal to B plus A. In higher class also we will study this property. A plus B is equal to B plus A. This property is known as commutative property. We can add a whole number in any order. Then subtraction is not commutative. 5 minus 3, what we get? 2. But 3 minus 5, is it 2? It is not 2. Okay, it is not 2. So we know that 5 minus 3 not equal to 3 minus 5. Order മാറ്റി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ subtraction ശരിയാവില്ല. 5 minus 3 not equal to 3 minus 5. So subtraction is not commutative for whole numbers. Subtraction is not commutative for whole numbers. Then we can try next operation. Which is the next operation? Multiplication. Let us multiply 2 into 3. What we get? 6. 3 into 2. Again we get 6. So we can write 2 into 3 is same as 3 into 2. Isn't it? 2 into 3 is same as 3 into 2. So we can multiply in any order. In case of addition and multiplication, we can do in any order. So this property, when we can say that multiplication is commutative. Multiplication, the operation multiplication is commutative. The operation multiplication is commutative. Commutative for whole numbers. The operation multiplication is commutative for whole numbers. Okay, so A into B, if A and B are any two whole numbers, then A into B is same as B into A. This property is known as commutative property. Okay, see 5 into 7, what we get? 35. That is same as 7 into 5. Isn't it? So multiplication is commutative for whole numbers. Then addition is over, subtraction we check and we found it is not commutative. Then multiplication is commutative. Which is the next operation? Division. Division, let us check. 10 divided by 2. What we get? 10 divides 2, we get 5. Then 2 divided by 10. 2 divided by 10. Is it 5? It is not 5. It is 2 by 10. 2 divided by 10 is 2 by 10. So then we can see that 10 divided by 2 not equal to 2 divided by 10. So A divided by B not equal to B divided by A. So division is not commutative. Division is not commutative. Subtraction is not commutative, and division is not commutative for whole numbers. Then you have to study this much. A plus B is equal to B plus A, and A into B is equal to B into A. This property is known as commutative property. In short, what is commutative property? We can add whole numbers in any order and we can multiply whole numbers in any order. Now let us move to the next property. Okay, the next property is associative property. In associative property, we can take 3 if A, B, C. A, B and C are any three whole number. If A, B and C are any three whole numbers, then A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. What is the meaning of this bracket? In this, first of all, we should add in the bracket. Okay, similarly, A into B into C is equal to A into B into C. This property is known as associative property. This property, what is the name of this property? Associative. This is associative property for addition and this is associative property for multiplication. Associative property. So dear students, how to verify? Verify 5 plus 8 plus 10 is same as 5 plus 8 plus 10. So when we take this verification, we have two hands. This is our left hand and here it is our right hand. So what is on the left hand side? Left hand side. LHS. We call left hand side. നമ്മുടെ ലെഫ്റ്റ് ഹാൻഡിന്റെ സൈഡിലുള്ള നമ്മൾ LHS. Left hand side we call it as. Then 5 plus 8 plus 10. What we get? 5 plus 8 we should add first. 5 plus 8, 13. 13 plus 10, what is our answer? Our answer is 23. Now let us check right hand side. This verification has two sides. Equal to equal to the left side we call it as left hand side. The right side of the equal to sign we call it as right hand side, RHS. RHS, what is RHS? You don't worry about LHS and RHS, okay? 5 plus 8 plus 10. So 5 plus 8 plus 1 we should add first. According to the BODMAS rule, you might have studied the rule. First of all, we must simplify the bracket. So we can add this. 8 plus 10, what we get? 18. 5 plus 18, what we get? 23. So we can say that 5 plus 8 plus 10 is same as 5 plus 8 plus 10. We can add in any order. Okay. So A plus B plus C is same as A plus B plus C. In case of multiplication also we can do like this. 2 into 3 into 4 is same as 2 into 3 into 4. Let us check. What is this? Is equal to sign. Which is the left? This is our left hand. So left hand side LHS equal to 2 into 3 into 4. 2 into 3 we wanted to answer this first. 2 into 3 we get 6. 6 into 4. Then 6, then into 4. 6 into 4, what is our answer? 24. Now let us check what is on the right side of the equal to sign. Right hand side. 2 into 3 into 4. So 2 into, first we must simplify the bracket. 3 into 4 what we get? 12. Then 2 into 12 the answer is 24. So we can say that 2 into 3 into 4 is equal to 2 into 3 into 4. This property is known as associative property. Okay. Now let us discuss the next property. So here find the following by suitable rearrangement. We can rearrange this. When we rearrange this, we can do this easily. So let's check how to rearrange this. Here the first question, I wrote 2 questions. In the first question, 543 plus 782 plus 457. In this case, we have to do rearrange. We have to rearrange this. How to rearrange? You should check the unit place of each one. Unit place digit you have to check. Here it is 3, here it is 2, here it is 7. Then when along with 3, when you add which number, we get a 0 as unit place. 3 യുടെ കൂടെ ഏത് നമ്പർ ആഡ് ചെയ്യണം? 0 കിട്ടണമെങ്കിൽ, that means 10 കിട്ടണമെങ്കിൽ. Then that is 7. So we can exchange these two. 543 we can add with 457. This I taught you very detail how we wrote this. This is 3 and with the 3 which number we should write to get a 0 in the unit place? 7. 3 plus 7 is 10, so that we write those two first. 782. So we can add these two numbers. 543 plus 457. Let us add this. What we get on adding, what we get here? We get 1000. On adding these two, we get 1000. 1000 plus 782. What is our answer? We get answer easily 1782. So this one, when we rearrange this, our addition become easy. When we rearrange this, our addition become easy. In this case, in the second case, the first number is 1962. 1962. Which is the unity place 2. With the 2, which number we have to take? 2 with the 2, what should be added to 2 to get a 10? 8. So this number 8, here it is 8. So this number you should write second. 1538 plus the next number, that means we are rearranging these two, interchanging. We use commutative property. Here we use commutative property. We exchange these two. Here also we exchange these two. We use commutativity. Then 453 plus 647. So we can add these two numbers. 1962 plus 1538. On adding these two, you will get 3500. So here you get 3500. Now we can add these two together. What we get? 453 plus 647. What we get here? 1100. So these two easily we can add. The answer is 4600. This is the method we are finding the sum by suitable rearrangement. Finding the sum by using suitable rearrangement. Now let us see how to find the product by suitable rearrangement. Let us find the product by using suitable rearrangement. Find the following by suitable rearrangement. Before that, in case of multiplication, you have to by heart 2-3 things. See, what is 2 into 50? 2 into 5 is 10, then 2 into 50, 100. Then 4 into 25, 25. 25 fours are 100. This one you should remember always. 4 into 25 is 100. Then 8 into 125. 8 into 125, if you find the product, you will get 1000. So 4 into 25 is 100. 8 into 125 is 1000. Then 16 into 625, that will give 10,000. 16 into 625, that will be difficult for you. So please by heart these two very well. 4 into 25, 100. 8 into 125, 1000. Now let us do this question. Then we can find the product by suitable rearrangement. Then 25 is here, no? So whenever you see a 25, you should look for a 4. Any 4 is given there? Yes, there is a 4. 4. Then into 749. We rearrange this like this, interchanging these two. Then 25 into 4, what is 25 into 4? 100 into 749. 100 into 749. 740, then you have to put 2 more zeros. 749, then 2 more zeros. Is it easy now? We can check another question also. We can have one more question. Then we have 8 into 678 into 8 into 678 into 125. So in this case, which one we have to take? 8 into 125. That you have to take first. 8 into 125 into 678. 8 into 125, what will give? We will get 8 into 125, we will get 1000. Okay, 8 into 125, you will get 1000. 1000 into 678. We get it easily 678, then 3 more zeros. This is the way we are applying commutative property to solve problems. So here I wind up the class. In the next I will upload one more class. In that class we will study the distributive property. All are requested to watch the part 2 of chapter whole numbers. Thank you for watching.